Hi guys, just a quick video to show you some new products that we've just had delivered. As you know, with fitting the JZs, they're quite tricky to get the radiator to fit. Usually when you do this kind of swap, you have to cut your slant panel, as I mentioned in the first video. So I don't like doing that, so obviously Jason made us a tucked radiator. Well, the next issue comes with fitting the fans to the vehicle. Unfortunately, it's quite tight for space down there, and so you are limited in what you can run. The standard Mishimoto fan shroud that I had was too big. The fans were bigger than the radiator, so I couldn't actually fit them to the radiator. So instead, I sent off some measurements along with the radiator to Andy Frost at Ice Fab, and he has made me this lovely custom fan shroud. So this is the custom fan shroud being made by Andy at Ice Fab. As you can see, he's gone for a nice 20mm lift off the face of the radiator. Some lovely brackets added to Jason's radiator, but he's also gone with twin 11-inch spiral fans. These are the slimline ones because obviously space is tight, so as you can see, they don't sit that high off the face of the radiator, which should give us plenty of room in the engine bay to not have any issues with it clashing with any of the pulleys on the engine. So fingers crossed we don't have any issues. These are quite high flow. You can see they've got quite a lot of blades, all the curved blades. There should be a reasonable amount of flow, and fingers crossed this should mean that it keeps the JZ cool, because JZs are notorious for running very hot. So we'll probably keep an eye on the temperatures, but fingers crossed this should do the trick. I was initially intending on filming the underside of the vehicle, but unfortunately I wasn't quite too happy with the footage that we had for the underside. So rather than do that, I've decided to just quickly do this little video. As I mentioned, obviously the fan was being made by Andy Frost, and here it is all nice and fitted and finished. As you can see, it is just about tucked away nicely just underneath there. You can see the little Ice Fab logo there. He's used some twin 11-inch fans, which just sit just nicely away from all the pulleys and the belts. So I'll get this wired in. Now that it's all fitted, I can get it wired in. I need a couple of connectors, and then the radiator is now full of water. Unfortunately, I've had a little bit of a leak, so it will need some it will need just a little bit of fettling just to make sure I find this leak. I do believe I found it, but like I say, it's one of these things you always have to end up chasing for a little bit. But it's all fitted, all in, all nice and neat. It looks brilliant. The quality of the work from Andy is fantastic. It matches up with Jason's fantastic work on the radiator. So now the cooling side of the vehicle is all sorted. I'll just need to obviously bleed it through, which it's been running with some coolant through it. It's just getting all the last little air gaps out, but like I say, there is a slight leak. As you can see, it's been leaking a little bit, but it's nothing too severe at this moment in time, nothing to worry about too much. So we'll get that checked out, we'll get that fixed, and then fingers crossed we'll have some awesome footage of it running and hopefully driving very soon. Now the gearbox and clutch is all in and bled through. Now the cooling side is now finished. We've got a couple of issues to sort out with the actual running of the car, because it runs a little fast at the moment. The idle is quite high, and also it doesn't like to rev up too high. It revs to about 5 grand before hitting a fuel cut. So we're going to look into that, make sure everything is set perfectly before we finally give it the run down the road, and just check everything works before eventually taking it to track, hopefully on April the 5th for the Teesside Drift Day. Right, so thanks for watching. Hopefully that shows you another aspect of the vehicle. We'll be looking more into the rest of the bits. Like I said, I was meant to get it on the ramp and go through the underside, but unfortunately the footage I've got, now I've looked back at it and gone through it all looking to do some editing, I'm not particularly happy with how I've gone through it all, so that'll be another day. We'll get it again on the ramp, have it up in the air, go through all the suspension side of it. But for now, just a quick little video on the nice new radiator from Andy. Hopefully that should do the trick. The fans are quite high flow, so fingers crossed it does the job to keep the JZs cool, because they are known for getting quite hot. But that should be good enough, so thank you for watching. we'll get another video out soon. Like, subscribe, mention what you'd like to see more in the comments, or any comments you've got on what we show you in the videos we've done at the moment. And fingers crossed, we'll have some good videos for you all. Thanks.